Tuesday, April 28th. Today is all about how do you write chords when you're asked for specific chords. So let's take a look at how your chord composition classwork 3, I suggest you do it tomorrow. It's going to be hanging out in the classwork tab. And on that assignment, when you open the PDF, it says write the required chords on both treble and bass clef. Quarter notes are suggested because it's all one measure, so that would make beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, and beat 4, and that would be beautiful, perfect. It tells you what key you're in, and then it gives you the entire chord chart down below. Now you know for our chord chart, the one chord root is going to always be the letter that the chord is named, that the key is named after. So if we're in E major, we have to start on E. So E goes in this box. Now today I'm going to show you how to do this, but we're going to be in the key of F major. And while I'm in Noteflight right now and I don't have that box right here, we'd be in the key of F major, so our one chord would start on F. And if you don't know what any of the chord symbols mean, like if you get 4 and 6 mixed up, just go back to that chord chart and count. Be like, okay, so VI, which one is VI? Is that, I don't know, I'm gonna find out, I'm gonna look for it. So you go, look, and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, found it. That is asking for your 6th chord. You really need to know which chord it's asking for. So in this hypothetical review in the key of F major, here's our key signature, we're ready to go. We are asked for the 1 chord, the 3 chord, the 6 chord, and the 2 chord. So we're gonna start with our treble clef, looking for our 1 chord. In the key of F major, F is the first letter, and so we find it. It is the lowest space. We think of the word face on the treble clef being the spaces. I'm going to go ahead and label the root of it. And we're not writing a scale today. We are making chords with 3 chord tones. Now there are no neighbor tones allowed, so we have to have a skip and a skip. That is our 1 chord. Our 1 chord is complete on the treble clef. On the bass clef, we find the letter F, which is the root of the 1 chord, and in that same exact spot in your measure, directly below where you wrote it on the treble clef. Let's label the root. You need to stack the same chord. All right, the 1 chord is complete. I'm gonna go ahead and go on to the next chord and put a quarter note just chilling right here on 1, on Do, on letter F, and we're going to scoot it up step by step. So if the 1 chord starts here, the 2 chord starts here, the 3 chord starts here. Now we know that this is the accurate root for the 3 chord. If you'd rather think of this in letters, you can go about it by saying, with your chart, in the key of F, F would go here. The 2 chord has a root of G. The 3 chord has a root of A. In the treble clef, we know that F, A, C, and E make up our spaces, so this is accurate placement for the root of the 3 chord. All we have to do is stack it. Skip, and skip. We started that chord on A. We're going to do the same thing for the bass clef. I'll show you both ways. If this was the 1 chord root, moving up makes the 2 chord root, and now we have found the 3 chords root. And yes, this is letter A because in the bass clef, our spaces are the all cows eat grass. So our 3 chord will start right here, and we'll skip and skip. All right. We are next asked for a 6 chord. I'm going to keep on walking all the way up and make both 6 chords higher than the 1 chord. I don't need that other measure. Let me delete that. The 6th chord would start on La. Let's use solfege for a second. Do, re, mi, fa, so, and la. We made it. You can also double check F, G, A, B, C, D. Starting this chord on letter D. This will be our sixth chord. Let me go ahead and make sure that I get the root perfectly in the bass clef as well. We're going to start on the same letter. Letter D on the bass clef is the middle line. And you can hear that they sound the same. Do. They are the same pitch. We're good to go. Ready to stack. Ledger line is going to be needed. Skip. And another line. There it is. Time to skip and skip. Perfect. And we are going to end with a 2 chord. That 2 chord is going to sit right in between the 1 and the 3. In the key of F major, the 1 will start on F, the 2 will start on G. So we're going to let it sit right there. I think this measure keeps on creating itself, so I'll just leave it. Here's the root of 2. And then way down here on the bass clef, G. Here's the root of 2. Keep in mind, 1, 2, 3. We have the 1, 2, and 3 chord present. They're just not in a clear order that makes it as easy as it could to check for that 2 chords accuracy. So make sure that you double check small details like that. Skip and skip. Let's stack this chord. All right. Second chord tone and third chord tone. And we are done. We made it. Now I can delete this. So your chords have to have the correct roots. You need to make sure which letters you're starting on. But you can also start with your 1 chord and think in relationship to it. Remember when we slid the note up to find where the 6th chord should go? We've used solfege to find that location. We've used music alphabet to find that location. And we've just used the lines and spaces technique to find that location. You have so many different tools that you can use for this. Now, of course, you're not asked for these chords in this order, in this key, but you are asked for 8 chords total. You need to make sure that when you draw a 1 chord in beat 1 on the treble clef, you're drawing a 1 chord on beat 1 in the bass clef. These will be the same because they're played simultaneously. So we made it through these chords. We've been doing this for almost 2 months, so don't worry. Watch this video again if you need to, and go ahead and complete your chord composition classwork 3. You have 4 chords to write in the key of E major, so you'll write 4 chords on treble clef and the 4 chords on the bass clef and fill in your chart. And then you have 4 more chords requested in the key of B flat. So your 1 chord will go here, your 1 chord will go here, your 6th chord will go here, your 6th chord will go here, and so on. And you'll fill out your chart. Take a picture when you're done, turn it into the classroom, and you will be more than halfway through week 5. I'm gonna make another video for Thursday to review that last skill, but for now, focus on how to write chords, review, 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 be careful with your work, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!